Hey guys, Twinkly Frog back again, and today we're going to be building ourselves a slime farm. Yep, that's right. With the new slime blocks that have come out, I know everybody's really interested in how to get the slimes. Now, you can go to the swamp and just farm them that way, or you can build yourself a slime farm, which will serve to get the slime balls and to get yourself any experience that you may need. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now I've gone ahead and mapped out a little area here. This is 16 by 16. This is to represent a slime chunk. Now the way you find your slime chunks for me, I use a website which I will put in the description below. You click on that, you type in your seed, you type in the coordinates you're currently at, and it will give you a gridded map that shows where your slime chunks are at. Now unfortunately, with slime chunks, if you want to go ahead and efficiently make one, your best bet is to honestly dig all the way down to about level 3 or 4, or even bedrock if you want. I don't suggest bedrock for this design. Go up to about level 5, maybe even 6. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do with this design, of course, is lay out a grid. Now, I always dig out the chunk plus about 4 on each side, just to give myself a little room to play with. But here you go. This is a 16 by 16, so that means the middle inside here is actually 15 by 15. Now for this to work, you're going to have to make it like this. So the first thing you're going to do is build yourself up a little wall. I like to use glass just for the heck of it, because I think it's pretty. So you build the wall up by 1 all the way around. Don't miss any spots like I did. Alright. Okay, we're almost done with that. There you go. Okay, now this is actually going to be your kill slash collection area. It's actually more of a flush area, I guess you would call it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a water block, and right here in the corner you're going to drop a water source block. Same thing here, in every corner, here, and here. And you're going to get this nice little pattern right here in the middle. Now in order to get the water to go all the way to the middle, you're going to start digging out. I like to do this. I like to dig out the entire inside pattern before I actually, drop the water down. So dig out the whole inside pattern. And the reason I like to do that is because then you can get your kill spot, your flush spot ready. Alright, so there you go. So now what you want to do is you want to find the center of this. Dig down 1 and 2. That's right, you're going to go ahead and dig down 2. You're going to put a sign here, 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 and here. This will actually keep your water from falling down. Now it is going to wash over top of this, but that's okay. It does not matter. It will not affect it at all. So go ahead and dig down 1 more. And now you're going to dig over 1. You're going to basically dig all the way over till you get to the end, because this is going to be your little collection area. The way I like to measure it is go ahead and drop my water in, let it push me along. Okay, there we go. I know for a fact if I dig up like so, I am not going to run into my structure just because of the way it's actually built. And your slime will collect right here, and they will be small slime by the time they get here. So guess what? They can't hurt you. You can just whack them. Now I also like to do this. And the soft slime will end up in this little spot right here, and you can just beat the mess out of them. Alright, so now what you do is go all the way around and take out the first block, only the first block. If you mess up, fill it back in. Now if you do it right, everything will push you to the middle. Don't miss any of them. If you miss one, it will cause the slime to catch up. Now what's going to happen is they're going to come along and they're going to bloop and they're going to go. Just like this, right here. Alright. So now what we want to do is build up our second layer and put like a little roof on this. I'm going to go ahead and cut away for that, do it off camera, and then be right back with you guys. Alright guys, welcome back. Now as you can see, we've gone ahead and built this up. We have gone up 1, 2, 3 from where we left off, and we put a little bit of a floor inside. Now, You'll notice the floor is set off by one space from the wall. There's a gap that goes down into the channeling chamber. You want to leave that like that, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So over here is where you're going to actually reduce the slime. We're going to take them from big to medium to small. So you're going to put a sign here, here, whoops, not there, there, and one underneath. Man, that is the most important sign right there. All these are really important. The reason why is because you don't want that lava spreading out. So let's go ahead and repeat that in the corners. Put it on a lava bucket. Same thing in this corner. Bam, bam, and boom. Lava bucket. One more for this corner. Now the reason we're doing this is because slime inherently go to corners. No clue why. That's just the way their program was written. So it makes it nice and simple. They will move and push themselves to these corners. They will then hit that, catch on fire, and the big slimes will break into the medium slimes, 2 to 4 of them depending. And then what they do, luckily the medium slimes are about 1.5 blocks, so they can't fall down in here. So then they'll go and they hop like they do, and they hop into this, catching themselves on fire, breaking down into the small slimes, and falling down in here. Now every once in a while you'll get a small slime. He will jump, catch on fire. They have so little hit points. He dies before he hits the water. No big deal. You're going to lose a few. That's just the way it is with any kind of grinder you make. You will lose a few mobs. So let's go ahead and throw some slimes down here in a second and see how this sucker works. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. Finished everything up. Went ahead and switched the difficulty from peaceful to hard, and look at that, we've got slime spawning everywhere already. But that's okay because we got the eggs. So let's get some. Alright, I want to get a couple of the big ones in here. Come on, come on. There we go. That's 3. So now, as I told you, remember? Look at them. They always push to the sides. They figure out which side they want and they head to it. And as you can see, the mediums won't fall down in. Look. Oh, there goes a small. Here he goes. Here he goes. Look at that. There we go. Oh, come on. See, look at that. We've already got some collecting down there. And these are ones that have collected not from the outside, but from the inside. Now, they are going to be able to hop out. I usually suggest that you go at least 2 deep here. But with the fact that this is the, we can't do that because of this being the bottom of the world right here. But if you go too deep, they can't get out, and you can still hit them. Alright. And then you can rig up some sort of little simple piston thing. You click it, it pushes all your loot up. You pick it up, you're good to go. But what you do basically is just sit here and whack them. You get experience. You get everything you need. And you can go ahead and expand this up as high as you want. You can go from ground all the way up as high as you want. Every level you expand it to, the better it'll be. Now, every once in a while you'll get one stuck, but eventually they'll figure out which way they want to go and head that way. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this. As usual, please leave a like, leave some comments, subscribe, tell your friends. Later.